All right, I'm back. Hi Sarah, how are you? So Sarah, what did you donate for? Like, what did you send for? Cause I'm not sure. Like, if it's two minis or what. Like, the number doesn't. It's not adding up for me. Okay, I'll just do. I'll give you if you want to do a yes or no. Okay. All right. Let me know. So I'm gonna get started with your first question. I just wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure. All right. So let's see. Let's start with the first one. I've been great. How are you doing? Did you start your new like your new position, Sarah? All right. Let's see. Hi everyone. Welcome in. Please like the stream as you guys come in. All right. Let's see. How will my date go tomorrow with Ada Leo? All right. Let's see. How will her date goes for it? Okay, nice. All right, let's see. How will her day go? Jess, can you put the list as Claudia and then Sarah? And hi, Jess. How are you? All right, we got the devil. How will her day go with Ada Leo? Ooh, the Nine of Swords. Um, let's see. How will her date with the Leo go? The Ten of Swords. Show me more on this. Why is the devil? So I'm starting off with the devil, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Um, girl, I got the Five of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Two of Swords. I feel like you there's gonna be a lot of attraction between both of you. I see a lot of attraction, like physical attraction, but then I don't see. I see you both kind of because this is both of your energies. With the Nine of Swords, for me, there's Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Death card, the Two of Swords. I feel like you both kind of there's a lot of disconnect here. Um, just remember tarot's tarot. Like go with what you feel, because I'm getting almost like you guys feel like you both are not really compatible or something. Show me this Five of Pentacles. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. Show me the Two of Swords. Well, show me the Seven of Pentacles. Show me the Seven of Pentacles. Show me the Two of Pentacles reversed. See, I feel like so they're not necessarily showing. I, well, your date is gonna be. This is coming out as like how you will feel after the date. And it's both of you. Um, I don't know how the date is gonna go that makes you both feel like I don't think this is gonna go anywhere. Like I don't see it going anywhere. Um, uncertainty is what I'm getting, like from the date itself. Like I said, there's a lot of like sexual attraction here is what I'm getting with the devil, like a lot of physical and sexual attraction, but then maybe conversation in person may not be. Yeah, look, I just clarified the two of swords with the page of pentacles reversed. um Show me the page of pentacles reversed. The Hierophant. I feel like, I don't, have you known him for a while or no? There's something with your values, or like there is about compatibility is what I'm getting here. Like the chemistry may not be there. Um Show me him. Yeah, like the tower's coming out, the Fool and the Three of Wands. Show me him. I want to see. Show me him. The Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands, I feel like for some reason I'm getting he's going into this with more like intentions for, I'm gonna say sex. I'm getting like sexual energy. His intentions are about physical. Um, Show me more on this Ace of Wands. I'm pulling a lot of cards. Um, Show me the Ace of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I get like sexual energy from him is what I'm getting. Show me, Sarah. You're going, so yeah, I feel like this is what you both are going into on different pages. He's more right now, he's still focused on like the physical stuff, attraction, like sexual attraction, that kind of chemistry. You're more in this Knight of Cups and the Sun card. Um, that's where it can be like, I mean, it's still early on, so I'm not really like, I guess I wouldn't be too concerned if it's, I mean, it's still early on. Um, I feel like some guys take a little bit longer to like let that kind of like open up to more emotions, because I am getting him coming in with more intentions. Like he's more into probably like going out the physical part, the sexual part. Um, Willing to put enough work to get what he wants, but also getting to know you. So I think it's just early stages, where you're going into more with like romance on your mind, and I feel like there is going to be a bit of incompatibility there. Like you may like like I said, like once you're in person, the chemistry may not feel all the way there. Is what I'm getting. Um, so yeah, that's what I have for the first one. All right, let's see. All right, what does he think? All right, what do you think of Sarah? What does he think of Sarah? Yeah, just like I always tell everybody, tarot is energy. Energy is different from people's actions sometimes. So, yeah. How does he view Sarah? Okay, the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, like the attraction is coming out again. He's definitely very attracted to you. I will say you do show up to him as like as far as he knows right now. You're showing up as kind of like for me the Nine of Cups is not the full package because you're still there's still one cup missing. So to me this feels like so far he feels like, he likes what he sees. I have him as the King of Wands, so he does see, I feel like right now he's viewing you as someone that's compatible with him. Um Someone who there is potential here for growth because I do have the Lovers here. So I feel like even if he's not all the way there right now, he does view you as someone that, where he can have like that equal give and take, that potential of a relationship here. The Six of Swords. Show me more. The Six of Swords with the Four of Pentacles. Show me more. Show me, clarify the Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles for me. The Page of Swords with the Eight of Wands. I feel like okay, so how he's viewing you is maybe like you're taking your time, or you could be holding back, is how he can feel. He can see like that's where you're at right now. I feel like he's more wanting to rush things. Clarify this Eight of Wands. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles again showing up. With the Ace of Swords. I don't know if he feels like you still have to heal from something. Like this feels like very energetic. Like I don't know if he feels like energetically like there's walls up, and he's feeling like maybe you need to heal from something. What is that? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. I feel like overall, like he likes what he sees, but he's still trying to figure you out. So it's like I don't. This guy, like how what I get from his energy is not someone that's gonna. How can I say it? Like he may not be emotionally open yet. Like he's still observing. Um, he's still observing. So it's like it's so this is how I'm gonna put it. If you like, if you guys just like, let's just say you come off as someone that's going to like give in easily, like as far as like sex and stuff like that, then he's gonna take it. But when it comes to like a relationship and like stability, he's gonna slow that down. I hope that makes sense, because that's what I get from him. I'm getting, this is someone that honestly does not know where this is going. He's just observing right now. There's still a lot to unfold for him. Um, he's not really thinking too in depth yet, and just kind of just it feels surface level. It feels surface level. So like right now, like he's viewing you from a point of like what he knows and attraction. Um, is what I get from him. Yeah. Even though he does feel like so far there is compatible, like there is things that are you guys are compatible in. Like I said, you're showing up as the perfect match, the King and Queen of Wands. So it's like he sees that from what he knows, but he's also not someone. For me, the King of Wands is not. He's a visionary. He's like an entrepreneur. He's a natural born leader. He's not gonna just jump in and be like, oh, I have like all these strong feelings right away. Like he's definitely gonna be someone that gets to know you. He will be intentional, but like I said, I feel like if you were to be okay with like a fling, he'll take that. But if you're not, then he'll definitely slow down the pace. So I feel like that's what it is. I feel like there's gonna be things that you're gonna get to know about him that like I said, there may not be as much chemistry once you guys go in depth. Because I got it for both of you. I didn't get it just for you or just for him. I feel, and that was in the last part. I feel like as you guys get to know each other, you may not really feel the chemistry there. Um, this feels like to me when you first are getting to know someone, you have rose-colored glasses on, so and it looks good. Everything like you have this picture perfect thing, but then as you get to know them, some people start to see things that they don't like, or they start to see things that is like, oh wait, person is not perfect, So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. There's still a lot to explore here, because the Two of Swords keeps coming out for you and him. So there's still a lot to explore here, with the Six of Pentacles at the bottom. Um, still a lot more of like equal, like give and take before I feel like he's more open. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Which I mean, it's not always a bad thing. As long as they're not playing games, it's still early. Cause that's what I was getting. It's like, and he's showing up as a king, so it's not like he's showing up as a page, which is a good thing. All right, and then do you want like messages from him? I could do like the my new connection. Um, yeah, if we're gonna do messages from him, then I would definitely do the new connection, because the other ones are more so like you've already kind of had a connection with someone. But let me know. Why is this still showing up like that? Doesn't make sense. All right, let me go grab those. Let me grab those real quick. What is that? I think you both too could be. I would say like you both two could be going into this date with like um not so high expectations. Um, all right, I'm putting chapstick on. My lips are dry, and I would just say expect the best. Like I go into everything, and people be like, "Oh, have no expectations." I'm gonna have the best fucking expectations. I don't care. All right, let's see. What do you want to say? I gotta add more to this little deck. I went to Ross today, y'all, and I bought me these cute as brown knee boots. Well, they come right under my knee boot. Under my knee boot. Under my knee. And oh my god, they're so pretty. And then I noticed when I got home that they have a little scratch like on the like the rubber part. I'm gonna take it to a shoe repair. Me too, Sarah. I'm the same. Like even when I used to go with my friends, even if we went to a hole in the wall, like we would have a good time. I think we put too many expectations on partnerships and not more so friendships. And I think that, you know what, I think me and Jess talked about this before, where she was like, just think of it as a friend, because if your friend doesn't text you back right away, you're not like pressed about it, right? Um, but then if our partner doesn't, we start to fucking think the worst case scenario. And like, why? You know what I mean? So I think, like, ever since Jess told me that, I feel like my life has, I just feel lighter. All right, what do you want to say? We've got time. No need to force it. Okay. I know, Jess. That's with everybody. I just remember my sister texted me yesterday. I don't know why, but talking to you feels really easy. I'm the worst texting person. Okay. I like that you're not afraid to be real with me. Okay. You're the type of person that makes me want to step up. Let's just have fun for now. See, that's why I always like to ask more questions with Spirit, because it didn't feel like, because I didn't it didn't feel like he was looking for that, right? But that attraction is absolutely there, and you're gonna feel it too. But I also, like I said, I don't feel like that's just what he's looking for. I already want to know everything about you. I really like the way you think. Do you believe in marriage? I wasn't looking for anyone, but then you showed up. It's crazy how safe I feel opening up to you already. What's your guilty pleasure? I like to pay attention to the little things you mention. If you're looking for things to move super fast, I'm not the person for you. Okay, we already know that. You also said you were not looking for something fast, anyways. You have a you have a way of making me curious about everything you say. And do you believe in instant chemistry? And at the bottom, if I asked your best friend to describe you, what would they say? Yeah, so that's what I have. You said just our brain was kind of braining with that. Hell yeah, that you told me that earlier this year, and I was like, you know what? Like you're right. Like, but it's like like people that they'll forgive a partner for being so shitty, but then they'll be mad at their family for like a small argument. Like I don't get that. Um, but back to you, Sarah. There are so many places I want to take and explore and stuff, right? And he said he'll join. That's good because there's that's the one thing I can say. Like I like when I like people that are not and not just like romantic partners, but I feel like even in friendships I've realized as I've gotten older, or like even just as I've become more consciously awake, that I like friendships that also are compatible. Like I think a lot of times people are just like, oh, like that's my day one and all this stuff, but then as you really get older, you're like, we really don't even have a lot of things in common. um and like I outgrew three best friends in the last like 3 years. And it's crazy because I'm like, and it was all the three girls. But then my guy best friend, I still am like, the other day I was asking him something. I was asking him about, I'm like, I was so confused, y'all, like with the Bible. And I'm like, so if God is the Father, then Jesus is our brother. So I'm like, but then why do people get mad when people say, thank you God and not thank you Jesus? And then when he explained it to me, I was like, oh my God, that makes sense. Like, God is the spiritual form, Jesus was the human form. And then I was like, and he's the Holy Spirit too. And and I was like, oh my God, I finally got it. I was like, yes, because we're spiritual beings having a human, like, it was just like, but again, that's someone that I can go and be like, yo, he grew up Christian. So I'm like, even though he's not like one of those, like, there are some crazy Christians out here, y'all. But when he said that to me, I was just like, oh my God, that makes so much. I'm like, I've been so confused. And then he's like, you're supposed to be confused. Like, he's like, that's how, powerful God is and stuff like that. And I was just like, yo, I've been so confused. Um, but yeah, I was just saying that to say, like, there is, friendships that I outgrew because I'm like, we don't really have anything in common. I don't really see them. I don't really, honestly, one of them, when I would talk to her, everything was so negative, and it's just like, after a while, you're just like, wow. You and your son, yeah. Me and my younger sister, we have a lot of the same, like, we're kind of like the same with a lot of things. Like, we go to concerts all the time. Like, I think we've been to like 4 concerts this year, and she just sent me one, but it's not till March. But my other sister wants to go to one in December, and I'm like, shit. So yeah, it's like, me and my younger sister, we have a lot of things in common, and we and her are very much alike. So like, me and my younger sister are more like my dad. Like, we're really quiet. Like, my dad, we did a whole car ride and this morning, and we chit chatted here and there, but for the most part, it was like quiet. Um, and then with my mom and my younger sister is like that. My mom is more like, she'll talk the whole ride. Like, you got to talk to her the whole ride. And my older sister is like that. Where me and my sister, when we go out, me and my younger sister go out, we'll be like, I just put music on. We just be chilling. Like even when we go out, like we'll talk, like we'll chit chat. But like she's taking her pictures. Like we'll take pictures together. We'll dance to the music. We'll be singing. Like we have a good time. But for them, we would just be chilling. We're really laid back. I'm very lighthearted, and that's what. Yeah. Right, exactly. And that's my thing. I'm like, my thing is, I don't mind, and my older sister observed this about me the other, like, I want to say like last week or the week before. I think I posted about it. She's like, you are definitely like the person that you can go. I can go to you, but it's like after a while, it's like, yeah, I don't want to hear that shit unless you're going to be handling your business. Like, I don't want to keep hearing about the same old shit. Like I had to tell one of my best friends earlier this year. It was around Mother's Day. Like she was bringing up her ex. Mind you, they have not been together over a year. And I'm like, I literally looked at my watch. I said it's 2025. Why are we still talking about this person? Like, I don't want to keep hearing about it. If you're done with him, then you're done with him. And this is why I say like too, like if you constantly focus on people, then they're gonna always be in your energy. Like, move on, move on. Like you can't. I don't think people. I guess because I've been consciously awake for so long, especially when I learned about law of assumption. Like you realize it's all you. So if you don't want somebody in your energy, just stop bringing them up. It's kind of toxic, to be honest. And I'm the type of person I'll tell my friends like, if I'm spiraling, you need to talk. That's one of the first things I told Jess. Like, me and Jess got cool. We're manifestation buddies and stuff like that. And I'm like, listen, I ever like I'm spiraling, I need you to fucking check me. But Jess is like very direct too. Jess is like she doesn't sugarcoat stuff. That's why I like her. No, I've been on for 35 minutes, Claudia. How are you? And you can post your question when you're ready. I feel like okay, like you'll be after Claudia. Like I like people that are straightforward. My friend Angie too. When me and her first like got close, she was my coworker. That's how I met her. I met her through work. She was training me, and then her husband was like he had just been diagnosed with brain cancer, a brain tumor, and I remember that we got close to that, and like as we got we got really close through that alone. But then as we really got to like hang out and like know each other, I'm like, listen, I need you to be straightforward, straight up, and she is. Hi everyone, make sure you guys like the stream when you come in. How has HB's energy towards me changed? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I could me too, Jess. But you know me, I'm like I sometimes you gotta like how do you say that virtually smack people. Like I'm gonna smack you back to reality. My sister, no, we're not gonna have this. We're not gonna be talking about the same shit over and over. Like either you're gonna do something about it or I don't want to hear it. And I do that with myself too. Like you want to keep complaining about stuff, we'll change it. All right, how has his energy changed towards her? What was his energy before? So I know what's the difference. What was his energy before? Girl, I do all the time. I also got like you know what too? I think that like for me, I'ma choose to be happy. Yeah. Okay, I'll just see what his energy is towards you now. What is your energy? Because I can't do it. What how his energy has changed if I don't know what it was before. So I'm just gonna see what his energy is like. What is his energy towards her? You're welcome, Sarah. Have a good time. Let me know how your day goes. And I look, like I said, tarot to me is just a tool. It's just the energy, and you could change the energy. That's how I could put it. Tarot is energy, and you can change the energy. What is HB current energy towards Claudia? What is your energy towards here? The Ten of Wands, the Page of Swords. The Ten of Wands here for me is completion. So it's almost like a closed chapter. That's when a chapter has closed for me. But there is curiosity with him, the Page of Swords, when it comes to you. However, I have the Chariot. So the Chariot in reverse. So to me, there's no progress. There's no sense of direction. There's no movement. There's no, um, I guess like willingness to act on his curiosity. He does view you as the Queen of Pentacles, so someone who's very stable, very welcoming, very kind, loving, but also very practical. Show me more. What is your energy towards her? What is your energy towards the Page of Pentacles reversed? See, I feel like there's curiosity, but no acting on it. Um, I want to see something. Give me a second. I want to get another deck real quick. Um, show me the Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, just her lack of motivation. So even like there could be a sense of him wanting to communicate with you. Show me the star. But there's lack of motivation there when it comes to like communicating. Yeah, with the Seven of Swords. See, so he's still like I keep getting the same curious about you, but just not gonna act on it. He's not gonna act on it. Show me more. The Magician, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. He sees you as someone that's guarded. I feel like he feels like you've moved on with your life. Um, you've moved on with your life, and you're kind of just like guarded or just not open. I feel like you're standing your ground. I don't know if this is someone that maybe at some point felt like you would talk to them. Claire, why does he feel like she's guarded? Yeah, like the strength card, you're guarded. Yeah, he feels like you're guarded. And with the strength card to me, it's almost like the strength card to me, like there's two sides to this strength card, right? There's the human, which is the one that kind of calms down the inner beast, which is the lion. And I feel like it's almost like he knows that you're calm and like you're very kind and welcoming, like the Queen of Pentacles, but that you can also be like this Nine of Wands, where you will stand your ground and you can go to war basically if you have to defend yourself. Um, show me more. What is like the Seven of Swords is coming out again. The Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. No, that's the Three of Pentacles. My bad. The Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. I want to say I feel like there was a time, and there could still be this energy like within him, where he may have like, yeah, like the towers here. So with the Seven of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, Three of Wands, the Three of Cups, I get this energy of someone who would have been willing to put you as a third party in his relationship, because I have two, the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles here with that Seven of Swords, and with him showing up as the Nine of Cups, like getting satisfaction. So it's like, had you been open to it, I feel like he would have pursued it, but he knew you were not. He also knew that the tower being here, like it could have caused more problems, so he chose maybe not to pursue that. So I do feel like there was like some romantic interest, but not, when I say romantic, I mean like, I don't mean like he was in love or anything like that, but he was willing to, he was interested in you. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting with that. I just feel like with the tower, I think he didn't act on it maybe because he knew that maybe you would like be like fuck no, or he felt like it would just bring too much drama. So yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly how the Queen of Pentacles is. Someone with morals, and like she don't play that stuff. Like she's meant to be a wife. She's not meant to be a third party. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Exactly. You're welcome. All right, so let's see. Dobby is a free elf. Wait, what is that? All right, Lucky, are you here? Oh yeah, I don't want. I never really got into Harry Potter. All right, Lucky, are you here? All right, bye, Claudia. And Claudia, you do Pilates in person? I want to get into Pilates. I want to do 21 days of just like nurturing my body, and I want to do Pilates. Pilates looks hard as fuck. But I used to do yoga, so I don't know if it's like similar. Oh, look at my baby. Pilates reformer. Okay. I don't even know what that is. I used to do hot yoga, as a matter of fact. I used to do regular, I did regular yoga maybe like 2 or 3 times, but then I started doing hot yoga with one of my friends. Girl, I used to love hot yoga. I think because you focus so much, like, I'm sweat, like, I don't even sweat, and I was sweating so much in hot yoga that I was so focused on the sweat that I really didn't like, it didn't even feel like a workout. All right, let me start Lucky. Let's see. We're gonna do timing 47 minutes just. So let me go to her first question. I'm gonna decorate my Christmas tree today, y'all. I'm gonna start it. Well, I wanna try to finish it today too. Start and finish. All right, let's see. For Lucky, what are some mental blockages I need to remove in order to grow this connection with? And so Lucky, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't believe in blockages, and neither do my spirits. So I'm gonna read. I just want to let you know that I don't believe in blockages, and the only the, something you will learn in law of assumption, there is no such thing as blockages. Um, but let's see what tarot says. What are some mental blockages? The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords for me, in reality, I don't think that there are any mental blockages. The Queen of Swords to me is very like, you just have to be more, I want to say assertive, because that is what the Queen of Swords is for me. She's very assertive, she's very consistent, she's very loyal to what she wants. So I feel like it's more about pushing through and like deciding, do I want this, and if I want this, I'm going to put the work in. um so like, I mean, what I would say with mental blockages is more so like fighting those doubts, because they will come up. So, but again, the Queen of Swords being here to me is almost like, put your sword down, like there's no need to fight anything. It's more about choosing what you're wanting and then like pursuing that, right, mentally, because that's what law of assumption is, all mental. Creating the what you want in your mental field so that it can start pouring out into your physical field. Show me more. And just being more assertive is what I'm getting. Yeah, the Page of Wands here. To me, like, let me get more. I want to just, let me, with the Chariot, yeah. So it's all about determination. To me, the Page of Wands is very curious energy. Um, it's literally choosing, I'm not going to be stuck in my head thinking the worst case scenario or the negative things. Being more free, being spontaneous. For me too, the Page of Wands, it reminds me of a kid, right? To me, the pages are kids, and you know, when you're growing up, we were taught, like, you know, to be creative, right? Um, to use our imagination. It's only when we got older that they told us basically to get out of our heads and pay attention to reality. So I would say like it's more about, I'm not seeing mental blockages is what I'm gonna say. I don't see that here. What I'm seeing though is you having more fun, being more creative, like thinking like outside of the box. The Chariot again, it's about having that determination, that willingness, that willpower to continue to progress. So let's just say, for sure, like watching your mental, like your negative thoughts, but also not looking for negative things. I feel like a lot of times people, when we're like in that journey, and I've done it, I know Jess has done it, like I'm sure everybody has done it. You go back and forth, so it's like, try not to spiral in like what's already happened and focus more on like what you're creating. The past is the past is how I look at it. The past doesn't even exist. It's just the memory of it. Um, So it's more about letting go of the past and keep moving forward. Um, let's see. Hi, Rockstar. How are you? What else? Yeah, look, the Five of Cups is here. So it's you looking back at the past. So if there is like right now, there's a mental block, is you thinking about the past, trying to fix the past. Don't worry about the past. Just focus on what you're wanting to create. Um, so that's definitely here with this Five of Cups. Like, you need to let go of the past and not revisit it. Um, it's not gonna do you any good. It doesn't do you any. I mean, the only harm that it does is that it keeps you stuck. Yeah, look, I feel like once you do that, the Five of Swords came out reversed. So that means the mental block kind of lets go, like it dies down. But you do have the Chariot, so I feel like too, it's all about balancing your energy. In general, keeping yourself balanced, maybe even keeping yourself busy. Like if you find yourself like constantly thinking negative thoughts about your connection, you have to start fighting that, because there's nothing you're gonna do physically. Like, there's nothing outside of you that you can do to get out of your, like, get this out of your way. So you're gonna have to, the work that you have to do is mental. So again, catch the negative thoughts when they come up and kind of just, you know, affirm over it, like positive. um Show me the justice reverse. The King of Swords reverse. I think right now the main thing, honestly, is you thinking that you and him, yeah, it's the way you think about him is really what's keeping this blocked off. Because you're looking at him as if he's very cold towards you. You're showing up as the Queen of Swords. He's showing up as the King of Swords, but reversed with the Six of Pentacles reversed. So there's a lack of I want to say a lack of like trusting that he will come through the way you want him to. The Fool is all about having fun too, being spontaneous, being carefree. So not overthinking. But yeah, I feel like you have to change the way you view him. Um, if there's any negative things that you like, if there's any negative like things that you think about him or say, like start saying the opposite is what I'm gonna say. And I feel like once you do that, you'll be able to balance yourself out a lot more. So that's what I have for that. But yeah, there's no such thing as blockages unless you believe in them. So we don't believe in blockages on this channel. Even if you think they are, it starts telling you that there isn't. All right, let's see. What's the second one? What are some mental blockages I need to remove? Oh wait, no, that did that one. What are ends blockages surrounding this connection? Okay. Just grabbing a different deck. Oh, Jess, I gotta show you my new little Grinch slippers. I gotta get me some cute Christmas PJs for them. Alright, what are ends? I feel like alright, I got the Nine of Pentacles and it came out with the Hermit. I feel like for him, it's more about him feeling like he can do things alone. Like to me, this feels like someone who is okay with being single, is okay with being independent, is okay with being in their own world. And maybe there is a part of him that feels like I don't need anyone, I don't need a relationship in order to be fulfilled. But I feel like when you're in this hermit mode, like you start to see clarity. So even if he feels that way at this moment, that doesn't mean this is how he's gonna feel. Yeah, no, look, the lovers is here. What was I just saying? So I feel like I don't I feel like that is the thing for him. I feel like it's more about him feeling like he's okay on his own. Um the lovers card is here too, and for me this feels like, and I'm gonna say it the way that I know, the only if he there is any blockages or how he's showing up is how you view him. He only exists in your like you gave him a role and he's just playing that role, right? So it's almost like, and it's not almost like, once you shift your energy and you are more assertive, then so will he. So like if you're having insecurities on your end, which I know you are, then it's gonna show up for him too, but in a different way. So like let's just say if like, and this I'm just using an example, if someone is constantly thinking like, well, this person doesn't love me, they don't care, they don't, they don't want to be with me, then that person is gonna show up in that way, because it's kind of like it's translating to them, but in a different format. So like for them, it might show up as them being inconsistent, them not reaching out, them going cold, them ghosting. So that it goes down to like you and your beliefs. Like you're gonna have to work on your beliefs. Once you do, he will shift, trust me. um so like you both are kind of matching each other's energy is what I'm gonna say with this lovers card, with the good and the not so good. Look, you got the page of wands here, literally like the same card that you had earlier. I think again for him though is showing up as him being free. I feel like when it comes down to commitment, it's like, and this is the thing, like if I can tell you something. If I felt like this guy didn't want that, I will tell you, because they know on this channel I don't play those games. But he does, because the only time someone goes into reflection mode is when they care about something. If he didn't care, or he didn't, it is what it is to him, he wouldn't really go into like hermit mode to try to figure out why he feels the way that he does. Um, show me more. Look, the hangman is showing up. Oh my god, the Six of Pentacles reversed with the Emperor reversed, they came out together. So I think right now, it's again what I'm getting from him. It's not a mental block, it's more about, well, yeah, I can say like we can call it a mental block, but there again, there's no such thing as blockages. I feel like with the Emperor reverse and the Six of Pentacles reverse, it's more about him. He feels like he's not ready for something, for a commitment, like a long-term commitment. So it's like I was saying earlier, like if you're claiming, or like you're affirming that he's, he's inconsistent, he doesn't love me, he doesn't care, then it's going to show up for him in a way that, even though he has all the qualities of an emperor, he can't pursue you as an emperor, because like again, you're giving him a role of like he's inconsistent. Again, he is in the hangman energy, so to me it's just like reflecting, and he may be a overthinker is what I'm getting here. He could be someone that's like an overthinker that, I would say that's something that not I wouldn't work on that energy. Like I always tell people that I even like coach, I don't work on every single energy that shows up. I would just keep claiming the end story. Because if you get caught up in like every little thing that he shows up as, you'll be stuck, honestly. So I would say like let him be, it right now he's an overthinker. Just don't claim that he's an overthinker is how I should say it. The temperance to me, it shows that he does though, like him being in as an overthinker is not a thing where he's like, I'm overthinking just for the fuck of it, like just for the hell of it. I'm actually overthinking because I'm trying to figure this out. I'm sorry, this is not even the temper. This is the judgment. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to have a breakthrough. I'm trying to, let me get clear. Let me listen to my like heart space. Listen to my intuition. So when he goes quiet, is not a quietness of distance. Is more a quietness of, let me figure it out so I can get it right. The Page of Swords is here, so I think again this is more about that curious energy, like watching and not acting. So I feel like if there's anything that I would say with him, is more so, yeah, like the overthinking, like the Four of Swords. That's that energy where I just have to rest. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. But like I would say, go back and listen to your readings. But yeah, there's no such thing as blockages unless you believe they are, and I don't believe in blockages. Even if it kind of looks like there is, I don't claim them. So that is what I have for you, love. I just got a little hungry, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what I want. I probably have some Funyuns. For real, Chess? No. I didn't see that. It just says he doesn't. You can lucky if you want to. You said what, Jess? That was yeah. So your stomach part, it probably just hit your stomach a little, like, you know, a little rough. So which brand did you try today that you like? Cause yeah, I have a thing with coconut water. I've heard so many people say that it was so nasty. I've had coconut water straight from a coconut. Like when we were in Puerto Rico, my mom's cousin has a coconut tree, and he got us some. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Why does he feel? He can't be long term. Ooh, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you see, he worries about finances for whatever reason. I feel like I don't know if he's like what his career is, because I have the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and then the Ten of Cups. So again, the family thing. I feel like it worries him. Maybe he doesn't feel financially stable. So for like right now, he's like, I have to work on my finances. I have to work on my, my growth. Like I need my finances to grow before I'm ready to be like husband material, because like I said, he's showing up as the Emperor reverse. So it's like he knows he has all the qualities, right? But he's still missing something. He feels like he's missing something, and it's showing up as finances. So in his eyes right now, it's like I'm gonna focus on my finances, on long term stability with finances, and then I'll focus on like long term, um, an emotional commitment. So yeah, I feel like it could be like it's showing up for him as career, but again, like I was saying, that's not for you to worry about, because when you claim the end goal, that's gonna work itself out. I wouldn't necessarily worry about all these little energies, because you're gonna be stuck on trying to fix something that honestly we're just reading energy. We don't know, and I'm always gonna say this because I'm not God. We as readers don't know 100%. We're just translating the energy that we're seeing. So that's what I'm getting. I just would say, from a law of assumption perspective, I wouldn't really focus on that. Like, I wouldn't care about that, to be honest. Um, you just claim what you're wanting in the end goal, and everything else it'll work itself out. So like right now, that's how it's showing up, that there's anxiety around finances, and long term, when it comes to that, I wouldn't like necessarily try to fix that energy. I would let it be, and I would just more focus on like the fact that you guys are already in a commitment, because that's how you're supposed to claim it. So yeah, yeah. Look, the Five of Pentacles is at the bottom. You see, like he may feel like his finances are not in order. That's usually what shows up for a lot of men, though, too. I feel like if there's anything that'll hold a man back, it's definitely finances. Unless he's a man that don't give a fuck, because there are some bum ass guys out here that don't care. Yeah, so that's what I have for you, Lucky. I hope that gives you clarity, though. Lucky, I just told you. I just did a whole reading. I just did the whole clarification. I just told you what came out. I'm not sure what, like, what are you confused about? I'm actually now confused. Okay, so just go back and watch it. Jess, you could go ahead and post. Was way too sweet. I couldn't even finish it. Harmless harvest. That sounds like more organic. All right, let's see. How does Jay feel about Jess's? Mm. Of course it would be, Jess. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. How does Jay? How does Jay feel? The Ten of Swords reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like with this Ten of Swords coming out reverse, Jess, I feel like initially he was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I think it was heavy for him. And why I feel like it was heavy for him, I feel like it was heavy for him because he felt not included. Like, not included, but you know what? I think why it's coming out, and I just want to clarify. Girl, the fool. Yeah, I feel like he initially it was like, I feel like he had a lot of emotions, and they were not good. And I think it's because you're gonna be out there is how he's seeing it, but how he's viewing it right now is like in the full energy he's kind of more calm, and he's kind of more not feeling so heavy. How he's looking at it is like this is made most likely you're doing it like this could possibly bring you like financial opportunity because you got the Ace of Pentacles here. So he's like, well, maybe she's just doing it for financial opportunity, for financial growth, for financial stability. And with the Nine of Pentacles, he's viewing you as someone that's very self-sufficient, very beautiful, very independent. So he is liking it. So yeah, I think at first it was just like, what the fuck? But he got out of that. Look, the Eight of Pentacles is here. Eight of Pentacles been popular today. With the Justice card, yeah, he balances some. He's balanced himself out, and I do feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, he could be watching a lot right now, just like very focused, very like, it's like all he. You know how like sometimes you'll get like, I mean everybody has gone through this, get obsessive and like just start watching like social media, and it kind of becomes like almost like it takes over you. It takes over your whole energy, right? Um, I was just talking about this on the channel yesterday. Oh, I know who's it was Anita's channel, and how it's like obsessive. It could become obsessive, but I feel like what he's doing is like he's balancing that out with the Justice card, not trying to be too obsessive. But the Tower is here. Why is that? The Lovers reversed. Why is the Lovers reversed? See, he feels like an outsider. Girl, the Ten of Pentacles. I'm telling you, I feel like he admires like your hustle basically. But I feel like the Lovers being in reverse with the Ten of Pentacles, it's like he's feeling left out basically. He's feeling left out, but he's also, I want to say with the Justice card, like I feel like he's trying not to be selfish, not to think too selfishly. Yeah, the Temperance is here with the Judgment. This with the Six of Pentacles reversed. So I mean with the Six of Swords at the bottom. So you have the Temperance, the Judgment, and the Six of Swords at the bottom. To me, this feels like he can be someone that's very pessimistic, but he's trying to change that into being someone more optimistic. And I feel like this has everything to do with the energy that you've been pouring in, because the Temperance is here. For me, that's alchemy. Like when you're mixing like the energies, and like I feel like you have right now, like Spirit saying, like the power to transmute his energy, um, and get him to go into calmer waters. So like when you're in your calm energy, he's in his calm energy. So it's almost like I feel like he's definitely like, I think that there is a little bit of heaviness because he's feeling left out, but he's also, again, he knows it's his fault, and he also is like, you know what, I can't be selfish and be thinking like, you know, obviously she's gonna grow and she's gonna be doing things. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm getting with that, Jess. With the Hermit, to me, I feel like he's definitely observing a lot. Like I said, I got that with the Eight of Pentacles. He's definitely observing a lot, but he's trying not to be like obsessive. Um, so yeah. So that is what I have for you, Jess. Do you have another question, Jess? Lurking there, lurking every girl. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You everybody gets a car. I wanna You don't know. Alright, just think about it. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. You don't got anything juicy to ask? You want some messages or something? Anyways, let me know. I'll be back. You said, what if I just viewed his? Is his page open or no? Look at my baby showing up on my phone screen. And now you and just me. Oh my God, Jess, you've been a member for 6 months? Wait, it's been that long? What the fuck? Did that just come up or did you do something? Oh, you did? Okay. You thought of a question? All right, go ahead. Let me just send this real quick. My bad. I was being nosy reading some comments. Not stalking nobody. My god best friend sent me something. Alright, let's see. It came up with this on the side where I can. Oh, okay. We're gonna do a session this Friday for sure. I gotta double check my schedule. My schedule has been so fucking crazy. I'm like, is warning me about the dookie that's coming later. It been girl. So you haven't had a dookie yet? Oh, okay, Jess. I get okay. All right. So let's see. For Jess, how does Jay feel about her Etsy shop? Girl, I was on the Twitter like that the other night. I don't even remember what I ate. Maybe it was the potato salad. So you said you don't like potato salad, Jess? What? So the potato salads that you've tried, what have they had in them? I know a car flip. Where is it? The Five of Swords. I think there's like mental confusion. Like he doesn't really. It's like he knows what he sees, but he doesn't. Yeah, the high priestess. Um, I feel like with the high priestess, he could feel like one, you're spiritually like very like awake, um, spiritually awake, and also he sees very spiritually like intelligent, but also secretive. So maybe like he's looking at it as like, I didn't know that she like was interested in this stuff. Is what I get. Yeah, the Seven of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. So to me, there's like a lot of mental confusion. I think he's confused. Like I think it's not confused. Like I don't know what this is. He clearly knows what it is, right? But he's like, I didn't know that she did this. Like that she was into this. Yeah, the King of Wands is here. So I feel like also too, he's kind of looking at it from a perspective of like financial opportunity as well. Um, you being an entrepreneur, you doing like your own thing is what I'm getting too. Girl, the Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Yeah, I want to say he's definitely been on there and he's seeing your success. So I feel like he's proud of your success. Even if he feel again, it's I get this energy of him feeling left out. But again, I also get like that energy when I get the I'm left out. It's also there's also the other message of like girl like the Ten of Swords. Like I said, left out. I also get the energy of like, well, you know what, it's because of me. Like I'm left out. I don't, I'm not involved because obviously like I don't speak to her. Like I don't, I haven't made that move towards her. So there's that acknowledgement, but I feel like he's very proud of your success, even if there is that, you know, a little bit of sadness of like not knowing this part of you. So yeah, that's what I'm getting with that. He wants a breakthrough, man. He just needs to make it happen because I got the Ace of Swords at the bottom. I think too, a part of him like this stuff like I wouldn't say like scares him, but it's almost like mm, like let's say you guys were together right now, right? You were living together now. Then he'll be like, all right, you could go do your readings over there in that room, but I don't want you to be doing that over here. Is what I'm getting. Like I feel like yeah, he'll be like, okay, I accept that you do this, but I just don't want like, like I don't want to partake in it. Is what I get. You could post your other question, Jess. Is that the norm set? Yeah, and I think a lot of people, it depends on like what they're hearing about spirituality and like readings. Some people it's like, oh, that's all evil and like, but I have Christian friends that are like, they're just tools. Like people, there's prophets. Like there is the real like, as long as you're not abusing it and doing it, using it for like ill will. But there's prophets that predict stuff too without tools. Like you know. All right, so let's see. I actually told Jim and showed him. Let's see, shop. All right. What did he say? Let's see. I feel like when you and I don't know if you did this, just when I know when I show someone, like, mostly my parents, I don't tell people this stuff, but like my parents, if I show them something I'm doing, I also show them how much I'm making. Like, I won't tell them everything that I'm making, but I will tell them a good portion of it. I feel like, I don't know why, like, I think that that shows like stability. Um, how does he feel? How does he feel about his spirit? The King of Wands reversed. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify this. Yo, you know what's crazy, just that I feel like so all right, I'm gonna that makes a lot of sense to me. I would just want to clarify this Ten of Wands because I have the King of Wands reversed with the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like the King of Wands reverse shows to me a little bit of like blockage. Like, I'm confused. I don't know what the heck. Like, there's confusion here, right? But I feel with the Knight of Pentacles, like, slowly but surely, he's coming around. He's coming around. Um, the Ten of Wands is clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the Temperance. So again, I feel like little by little, he is opening up more to the idea of it. Like, I think that I feel like they, and I'm gonna say they because I'm getting both of their energies here. Even though you're asking about him, they don't realize how open, I guess, like, people are nowadays. Like I said back, like I remember how I was saying, like, with Jay too. Like, depending on what he's heard about, like, tarot readings or, like, any type of spirituality, he may have a certain idea of it where he's just like, I kind of rather just stay away. But like with them, I don't get that, and especially with him, because we're asking about Jim. I feel like it's just more so like, wait, you're actually making a living off of this. Like, that's crazy. Um, because before it was just not out in the open like that. So I feel like that, yeah, like that blew his mind for sure. Yeah, but in a good way. In a good way. So it's almost like, I think that there was concerns about like what you're doing, and but that has you cleared that up. Um, the Seven of Wands is here. Show me the Seven of Wands. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like, again, he's kind of just seeing it like, I think there was like, with anything entrepreneurship, there's gonna be struggles, but I feel like he's like, oh wait, she's actually doing something. Like, she's making a living off of this shit. Like, this shit is actually working. So, and again, with the Three of Pentacles, I kind of see them both kind of working with you. He's gonna ask you more about this stuff too, to be honest. I think you opened up his interest. So he's looking at you as someone who is definitely not just your Etsy shop, but like you in general. Like, you're opening their mind. Girl, with the Eight of Swords reverse, what did I say? You're opening their mind. So even to this stuff. So like, maybe like he had his reservations about it too, but he's like, oh, this is just something to do. He knows that you don't have ill will, so you know he knows you're not doing anything bad. Yeah, look, girl, the Five of Wands reverse. Yeah, you cleared up some of his mental, like, I guess, confusion, and the Judgment is here. So yeah, I feel like there is clarity. There's been a breakthrough. I feel like he's actually like looking forward to talking about this again. Yeah, definitely more. Um, You will talk more, but he is definitely feeling good about it. He's open, and like I said, he knows you don't have ill will. So like, I mean, somebody else saying that to him, he probably been like, what the fuck? But no, he knows. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. Yeah, and you see, because you've been able to focus on it. So I do feel like, for me, like I have like my little goal to like kind of put more effort into like not just coaching, but even my hair clients, because I do feel like when you're, and law of assumption and all that stuff, but I do feel like when you're pouring into something and you're watering it, it is gonna grow. It is gonna grow. So yeah, for me, I get growth everywhere, but I want steady growth at the same time. So like right now, it'll be like my hair clients. Then in like a month, it'll be like my Etsy shop. Then it'll be like, or like the Etsy shop and YouTube, or like my hair clients. It's like, and I just want all of them. So I have to like learn how to like literally be more focused on it, which I actually have like my affirmations to start on them. Just put all my business in one instead of separate. It was just insane. Oh my god, yo, I don't play about them fucking. I don't. Yo, if there's one thing I will never fucking touch is the Ouija board. Those, yeah, I don't play those games. Mm-mm, not even me. Nah, I can't. Not touching those. Alright, I'm gonna head out. I can never get one. Yeah, that's crossing the line for me too. I don't play them games. Going for something back then, girl. Yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, that's not my thing either. I used to do the candle magic, but it was never like spells. It was more like I used to affirm over them and like the candles, and I would just like But as far as like going into like full blown spells, hell no. But yeah, let me head out. I'll be back on later. I'm gonna like actually rest a little. My stomach hurts. Have a good day, Jess. Bye.